She's a moderator or whatever.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin, and a very good evening to fellow of Mahallah Nusaibah, Dr. Suryati, and participant of today's event. My name is Shahada and I will be your moderator for today. On behalf of MRC Mahallah Nusaibah, I would like to extend a very welcome to each and one of you to Skincare Talk Become Your Own Skin Expert, organized by the Community Service Bureau of MRC Mahallah Nusaibah. Before we begin, let's start our event with the recitation of Surah Al-Fatihah. Amin, amin, ya rabbal alamin. Okay, so today's talk will be about skincare and how do we become our own skin expert. Before we start, let me give a brief introduction about our speaker. So our speaker today is a highly motivated cosmetic chemist with over 8 years of experience in formulating and regulatory affairs. She has also spent 3 years in University Putra Malaysia, where she researched for various projects, particularly involving molecular genetics, chemical pathology, and hematology. One of the projects she worked on was with Bernas, in which she was assigned to develop a range of skincare from germinated brown rice. This has led her to where she is today, a cosmetic chemist. Everyone, please join me in welcoming our guest speaker, Ms. Nur Hashikin Abu Hassan. Please welcome.
Hi, Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Hi, Ms. Shikin. How are you today?
I'm good, Alhamdulillah. I hope
Alhamdulillah.
everyone is also good.
Inshallah. So, Ms. Shikin, is this your first time coming to UIA virtually or physically?
Virtually, yes. Physically, I think I visited UIA a few years back, but I've forgotten which year.
Okay, so we are actually very honored to have you with us here today. Okay, so let's start with our talk, shall we?
Okay, sure.
Okay, so for the first slide, we will be talking on the importance of having skincare routine, especially during this pandemic. As a cosmetic chemist and someone who has been involving and experience with face product for a quite some time, mind share with us your view on having a skincare routine in this pandemic.
Okay. In this pandemic era, I think most of us are very familiar with the term mask knee. So this is actually a current trend in the skincare industry at the moment because we have to wear a mask on a daily basis almost all of the time when we are outside. So the wearing or the usage of mask on our face will lead to formation of acne, leading to the term maskne. So why does this thing happen? It is actually because when we put on our face mask, it basically traps heat, sweat, skin oils, and also bacteria onto our skin for hours. So all these things, when they come together, they will lead to the formation of acne. So that's why it is actually very, very crucial for us to not only wash our hands, but we have to make sure that when we wear masks, we must also make sure that we wash our face and we try to maintain the cleanliness of our skin and always go for lightweight products to prevent accumulating of, debris, impurities onto your skin. Go for products that can help to regulate your sebum production, and that can also help to moisturize your skin. So even though for some people they have they're not required to leave the house, it doesn't mean that you can throw away your skincare routine. It is very, very crucial to maintain your skincare routine so that your skin will stay healthy no matter what season or what era you are in. Okay.
All right, I agree. Because when I wear mask, I usually have a lot of maskne. So I think it is very crucial for everyone to stick with your skincare routine so that we could prevent from having maskne. So okay, now we'll be talking on the importance of having skincare routine.
Okay. So yeah, so let me just go straight to the point. I believe that everyone here, we have Instagram and we often play with filters. So just so you know that filters are actually very great, but having a great skin is actually better, or shall I say, having a healthy skin is actually even better. So how do you get a healthy skin? How we can obtain healthy skin. This is where a good skincare routine comes in. So I'll be talking about the importance of skincare routine. Okay. Okay, on a daily basis, actually, our skin, we shed dead skin cells throughout the days. So this is why it is very, very important for us to keep our skin glowing and also in a good condition. How do we achieve this? We must practice effective routine because it can help to prevent acne, it can help to treat wrinkles, and then it will also help your skin to look at its best. And then when you have a good skincare routine, your skin will look more youthful because as we age, there is no way that we can prevent aging totally. We can delay aging. But as we age, our skin cells turnover, it will gradually decrease. So the appearance will become basically less radiant. So even though we use a high quality skincare line, it will also help to maintain your skincare in a good condition. And prevention. Why prevention is actually easier than correction? When we prevent when we prevent a skin problem from happening, it is actually less costly because we don't have to spend so much money trying to fix a certain problem that has become so bad. So that's why prevention is always good. And then one of the most important thing I would like to stress is discipline. No matter how expensive, no matter how good your skincare products are, but if you don't have discipline in maintaining a good skincare routine, it will only be a waste. So always have consistency in practicing a good skincare routine. Okay, so I hope I'm not going too fast.
All right. Remember everyone to be committed with your skincare routine in order to have a nice, healthy, glowing skin. They said beauty is pain, right? Okay. So now moving on to our next topic, basic skincare routine. So Miss Shikin, me myself as a non-expert skincare person, I actually don't really know what to apply or what is the right sequence of applying those products. Maybe you could share with us the basic skincare routine that we could do and apply every day.
Okay, sure. So I think I will start to introduce the type of products the type of skincare products. First of all, we will start with cleanser. It is actually very important for us to clean our face. Basically, yeah, people say that twice daily, but preferably before we go to sleep. After we come back from work, because it helps to remove bacteria, dirt, and also pollutants of your skin. When we don't wash our face properly, it tends to accumulate excess dead skin cells. And when you have excessive dead skin cells, your skin will appear dry, and then you can see that it is rough and also bumpy. That is why cleansing is the first step to having a good or a healthy skin. There are a lot of types of facial cleanser actually, and then you should know how to choose a suitable facial cleanser depending on the type of your skin. I think I will talk further about this in the later slides. Okay, so moving on, a moisturizer. So as the name implies, moisturizer is a product that we use to provide moisture into our skin. So it is actually an emulsion. So emulsion is a combination of water and also oil, water and oil, we cannot put them together. So we need an emulsifier to make sure that these two stay together. And then we will put some active ingredients and then a lot of moisturizing agent to ensure that this product can provide moisture and can also keep your skin hydrated. And if we really want our skin to appear healthy, we have to make sure. Actually, the first the key point is to make sure that the moisturizer is really moisturizing enough for your skin. Go look for moisturizer that contains glycerin. This is a very common ingredient in any moisturizer. Glycerin is actually a type of humectant. It stays on your skin and it helps to prevent transepidermal water loss. So this is how your skin becomes stay hydrated and also moisturized. There are also, of course, a lot of type of moisturizer. So you should know which type of moisturizer suitable for your skin. So it depends on your skin type. So you must know that if you have a type of skin type, make sure that you choose a moisturizer that suits your skin types. Okay, so next one. A toner. A toner is a very simple formulation, mainly made of water. It is a liquid. So we use this liquid in order to normalize the skin pH after we clean our face. And then it is meant as a preparation. But this product, I would say, it is not crucial. It is not a crucial product. You can live without a toner. But if you want to have a complete routine, you can include toner into your routine. And then next one, a serum. A serum is actually one of the most important products, skincare products. Why? Because when we formulate serum, we make sure that the active ingredients are present in a high concentration because we want this active to do their job. We want it to penetrate deeper so that it can target specific skin concerns. Okay, let's say we have oily skin. So buy a serum with an active ingredient that can help to regulate the sebum production on your skin. If you have a pore problem, find a serum with an active ingredient that can help to minimize your pore size. So that is why serum is very expensive. And normally the texture is actually lightweight so that we can easily layer the serum with other products as well. Okay, so sunscreen. Sunscreen, I would say it is to die for. Don't live without a sunscreen. And if you guys have very limited budget, splurge on cleanser and also on sunscreen. Why sunscreen is very important? Because it is actually very, very essential, very crucial to protect our skin from UV damage. And sunscreen can do this. And then nowadays actually there are a lot of sunscreen with other types of properties. This sunscreen can also provide moisture for your skin. It can also treat certain skin problems. So that's why you can skip toner, you can skip serum, you can even skip a moisturizer, but don't skip using a sunscreen and also a cleanser. But when you want to use only these two products, go for sunscreen with moisturizing properties.
Miss, I am actually really curious. So since we are still in the midst of pandemic, PKP and all, most of us rarely got out of our house, mahallah, or even our own room. And since you said earlier we cannot leave our sunscreen behind, do we still need to wear sunscreen even though we are not exposed to the sunlight?
Okay, the answer is yes, because even if we are inside the house, cahaya matahari still masuk kan? So does UVA, so does UVB. Okay, so that's why we still have to put on our sunscreen or sunblock when we are when we are indoor, because actually UV rays they have this ability to pass through glass windows, and then sunscreen will by applying sunscreen even at home, it basically help to reduce the wrinkles formation. This has been proven by studies actually that we should be wearing sunscreen inside the house. Okay. Okay. So yeah, the short answer would be yes, we must wear sunscreen even though we are staying indoors.
Okay, roger that.
Okay, now how to layer skincare products. This is a very simple flow chart on how we can layer our skincare products. If let's say we have a lot of skincare products, so we can stick to this routine. But because the general rule is actually to apply a lightweight formula first, so that this lightweight formula it can be easily absorbed, and then it won't produce a barrier on our skin. Because when there is a barrier on the skin, nanti produk yang lain, the active ingredient cannot penetrate into it. So I'll just explain this roughly. The first step is always clean your skin, remove all the dead skin cells, remove all the impurities, and then after you have cleaned it, apply toner as a preparation. Apply spot treatment. Spot treatment as in if you have acne, find a product with benzoyl peroxide. If you have pigmentation spot, find a product with alpha arbutin or kojic acid, and then you apply it on certain spot on your skin. So after you are done with your spot treatment, go for serum. Serum you apply evenly all over your face, and then after that, apply eye cream, and followed by moisturizer, and then face oil if you have any, and then sunscreen. So just 8 simple steps. If you guys can follow this. I know some skincare geeks, they have many more products. So this is basically simple, but honestly, I cannot commit to this as well.
Yeah, me too. I would only commit to like cleanser and sunscreen. It's hard to like to do all those things every day, but I'll try. I'll try my best.
Because some people, when they are rajin, yeah, they will put everything. But you know, sometimes there will be times that we sometimes feel a bit malas to do all these things. So there are certain things that we can skip, I would say. But don't skip cleansing your face properly, and don't skip sunscreen. Okay. Okay, next slide, Shada. Oh, end of slot 2.
All right. Okay, and now we will move on to the next slide, how to identify our own skin type and suitable ingredients for different type of skin. So without wasting our time, I'll pass the floor to Miss Shikin. Okay, guys, take note, okay? This is important.
Okay, this is actually a very simple question. How to identify your own skin type? Just go to the nearest skin clinic, go to the nearest beauty spa, because they have a proper equipment to analyze your skin. So you can get more accurate results if you go to this center. Then they will also consult you on what type of skincare or what type of skin type do you have. But let me just explain this in a very simple explanation, okay? There are a few types of skin. There are oily skin, dry, combination, and also sensitive. So if you have normal skin type, normally you have some pores along the T-zone. So this is actually very normal for girls. And then you're going to have rare breakouts and then only slightly shiny. So these are very lucky girls, because they have normal and they don't really have much skin problems. Okay, dry skin basically little to no pores, and then their skin tend to be flaky. And okay, if let's say I have dry skin, I can actually feel that my skin is a bit tight, and you know when you quiz tu kan, when you touch your skin a bit, the flaky thing will sort of jatuh macam tu. So that is dry skin. Oily skin is of course very oily. This is actually very, very easy to recognize. You can see it from far. the face is very shining, and then people with oily skin. No, you don't have oily skin. I think that's because of the light, Shada. And then you're gonna have large pores, and then they tend to have frequent breakouts because of this sebum, excessive sebum on the skin. Okay, combination pula. Kalau combination ni, normally dekat T-zone area, they akan very oily. So you can see they have oily nose, oily forehead here, but the cheek area they are actually dry. Okay. And last one, sensitive skin. Okay, and this one actually is very kesian because people with sensitive skin their skin tend to react easily to products or also to environment. When they use products that are not suitable for their skin, their skin will quickly turns red, and then acne will develop, and then itchy and all that. But and people with sensitive skin, most of the time they are not sure what factor contribute to this to this inflammation to occur. So they need to identify, okay, if let's say that you think you have sensitive skin, first try to identify you are sensitive to what? Could it be fragrance? Could it be something inside the product that you are using? So if let's say you use one product and then after a while you rasa your skin is very itchy, and then you know that this product is not good for you, quickly stop it before it becomes bad. Okay, so basically, yeah, that's how type of skin types. Okay, so now I'll be talking about products according to the type of skin. So if you have oily skin, okay, so here I'm just gonna explain a little bit detailed on what type of cleanser you should go for. So people with oily skin, as I mentioned before, you're gonna have a lot of oil on your face because the sebum production is excessive, and then impurities and all that. So what you need to do is you have to make sure that you choose the right cleanser with good cleansing property, because we need to totally remove all these impurities, all this excessive sebum on the skin. You can also look for cleanser with salicylic acid, because salicylic acid is actually a very good anti-inflammatory ingredient, and then it will help to break down dead skin cells. So yang accumulated on the skin too will be easily removed, and this would reduce the occurrence of breakouts. Go for a soap-based cleanser. Soap-based ni dia creamy type of cleanser in a tube. Normally, it's very cheap. So you can look at the ingredients. Normally, ingredients like stearic acid, palmitic acid, myristic acid. It might be a bit. These terms might not be. You guys might not be so familiar with the terms. Just look for the appearance. If it looks creamy, so this actually is a soap-based cleanser. It has high pH because you really need to betul-betul bersihkan all these impurities. And then for some people, it tends to actually make your skin drier. But after you use a cream-based cleanser, you will feel that your skin is actually very clean, but dia akan ada this tightness feeling tau. So some people, they like this tightness feeling because dia rasa, oh, this is very bersih, so they like it. So people with oily skin, they should go for this type of cleanser. And the moisturizer, okay, you know that you have oily skin. So bila kita nak cari moisturizer, make sure that the oil content in the moisturizer is not too much. Go for a lightweight texture. Go for a gel-based moisturizer. How to identify whether this, it's very hard to identify whether that product is actually lightweight unless you know the ingredients. So maybe you can ask for a sample ke apa ke and test the texture. Cari yang lightweight, yang with people say water break gel, where when you apply on your skin, dia akan immediately melt. So these are very lightweight, so they're suitable untuk those with oily skin. You can also look for ingredients with ability to regulate sebum production, because oily skin ni dia punya sweat glands, they cannot control. The sweat glands akan keep on producing the sebum, even though actually you should stop, but dia tak stop, so dia keep on producing sebum. That's why muka kita jadi oily. So find a product with an active ingredient that can help to regulate sebum production. Okay, and you can also find a product with hyaluronic acid ataupun sodium hyaluronate, because it will help your skin to stay hydrated and not greasy. For sunscreen, choose a lighter base, of course, because it's already oily. So again, we go back to the texture of the sunscreen. It has to be lightweight, so dia tak clog our skin. Okay, so next type of skin would be, I think, combination, right? Okay, yeah, combination. So if you have combination skin, I think it's quite easy to tackle. Go for cleanser with BHA, beta hydroxy acid, salicylic acid, alpha hydroxy acid, macam just like glycolic acid. These are all actually weak acid. And then you will see an improvement in your pores, and then of course in the oily area. And then if you use a proper cleanser, you can see that your skin will have a healthy glow. And then this, a healthy glow lah basically. So kalau combination skin ni, I would suggest we go for a mild type, mild cleanser. Mild cleanser normally appearance dia in a gel base. Tapi, okay, when you use a mild cleanser kan, after we wash the face, you will notice that the lathering ataupun the foam formation dia tak banyak tau, dia tak banyak buih, because mild cleanser the surface the cleansing property is not as good as soap cleanser, but mild cleanser is just enough for those with combination skin and also with for those with dry skin, because kita tak nak this cleanser to totally rip off sebum on the skin. Sebum is actually bukanlah satu benda yang tak elok. It's a natural way for our skin untuk moisturizekan kita punya skin ni. We produce sebum to protect our skin, but if the sebum production is too excessive, okay, this is where our skin jadi oily lah. So we just need sebum yang secukup rasa je lah basically, okay? So that's why when we have combination skin ataupun dry skin, we can settle down with mild facial cleanser. And kalau untuk moisturizer pula, go for non-comedogenic base, meaning that it won't clog your face. You can find moisturizer with plant oils, marula, jojoba, argan, or squalane is an olive derivative. And like I mentioned before, hyaluronic acid ataupun sodium hyaluronate. So go for this active ingredients in the moisturizer. As for sunscreen, you can go for slightly heavy texture, because combination skin is not as tricky as oily skin lah. So you can go for sunblock with the presence of zinc oxide ataupun titanium dioxide. It depends on your skin. You have to try. You have to try and error. Okay. Okay, next one is dry skin. Okay, dry skin. So I had dry skin few weeks back. So it was really bad actually. So when I have dry skin, so first thing first, when I have dry skin, I change my cleanser, because before this I just use the soap based punya cleanser. So I changed it. I changed to a mild cleanser, the gel type, because bila orang yang ada dry skin ni kan, kita tak nak, macam I mentioned just now, we don't want to rip off all the sebum production. We want some sebum on the skin. So that's why we have to change our cleanser. cari yang mild punya with the presence of glycerin. Like I mentioned before, glycerin is a humectant. It will help to seal your skin. It will help to prevent transepidermal water loss. And then ceramides. Ceramides will help to improve your skin condition because dia akan provide satu barrier on the skin. So bila kita ada barrier, whatever moisture yang ada dekat dalam skin kita will be protected and then it will just stay inside. Okay, kalau moisturizer pula, if you have dry skin, go for moisturizer with maybe slightly heavy texture because the oil content is slightly higher. When you have dry skin, our main objective is to make sure that our skin stay hydrated and moisturized. So when we have oil dalam moisturizer ni, dia akan dia akan sort of like apa orang cakap form a layer, but it's not gonna clog your pores. It's just a layer, a protective layer on your skin untuk kita maintainkan hydration tu dekat dalam skin lah. Basically we can go for moisturizer yang ada ceramides and also goat's milk, or now the trend is actually using peptide. Go for moisturizer with peptides inside it. Okay, kalau sunscreen pula, people with dry skin, again, you can find a similar texture to the moisturizer lah yang slightly heavy with the presence of shea butter, rosehead oil, ataupun again we can go back to squalane or niacinamide because it can help to brighten up kita punya skin. Am I going too fast? I hope not.
Okay je.
Okay, so now sensitive skin. The most tricky one. Okay, if you have sensitive skin, go for mild cleanser. Try to avoid products with fragrance. Cari yang fragrance free. But most important thing, cari dulu apa yang trigger your skin untuk jadi sensitive, because sometimes it might not be fragrance, but most of the time fragrance is one of the main culprits of why you akan suddenly develop inflammation on your skin. So if you have sensitive skin, be careful in choosing your cleanser. Try to go for mild cleanser with some plant-based actives because it can help to soothe your skin. So you can look for cleanser with cucumber water or coconut water, rose hydrosol ataupun glycerin. Glycerin is actually a very common ingredient in whatever skincare products. Glycerin is actually present in cleanser. We use glycerin in toner, in serum, and also in moisturizer. Is a basically dia macam gula and garam lah kalau kita masak basically, okay, because it's very important. Kalau moisturizer pula, okay, if you have sensitive skin, I think overall I would say if you have sensitive skin, always look for fragrance free. Always look for products with a claim that it can help to soothe your skin. And find a products yang ada ceramide ataupun hyaluronic acid or oatmeal. And then kalau sunscreen, you can try, basically you can try to go for sunblock lah. A sunblock because sunblock is actually, dia punya UV filter is physical UV filter. So this physical UV filter is actually less irritating towards the skin. So if you have sensitive skin, kita pakai sunblock lah. Basically yang, those with titanium dioxide and also zinc oxide. You can also cari produk yang ada vitamin A ataupun E because these are actually strong antioxidant to make sure that your skin is strong. Okay.
Miss, does sunscreen and sunblock is actually different thing or is just the term that different?
Okay, the objective, they are basically, dia punya tujuan kita pakai this thing is actually sama, which is to protect our skin from UV rays. But the mechanism of action is actually different, okay? Kalau sunscreen, as the name implies, the sunscreen actually is formulated using chemical UV filter. How does it work? It actually, dia akan absorb UV rays and then after that dia akan scatter UV rays ni from our skin. So kalau how to recognize chemical UV filters, you guys boleh tengok dekat ingredient list tu, try to look for avobenzone, octocrylene, oxybenzone. So all these weird chemical names. Okay, these are actually sunscreen lah. They are actually chemical UV filters. Kalau sunblock pula, it is actually physical UV filters. Why would I say it is physical UV filters? Because it stays on your skin and then it will block. There's the name, sunblock. So it will block the UV rays and then it will reflect the UV rays. Normally titanium dioxide ataupun zinc dioxide, these two are very common physical UV filters. And then they tend to leave a whitish appearance tau on your skin kalau kita pakai sunblock ni. But with today's technology, we have titanium dioxide and also zinc oxide encapsulated, and then the size is actually in nano size. So bila you apply the sunblock onto your skin, there will be no more whitish formation dekat atas kulit muka tu because of the encapsulation technology. So how do you know which one is suitable for you? You should pakai sunscreen ke ataupun you should pakai sunblock? It depends on when do you want to use it. If let's say kita nak pergi berenang, nak pergi swimming ke, okay, use sunblock. Use because it is physical UV filters. Chemical UV filters, there are studies that these chemical UV filters, some chemical UV filters are actually banned sebab they have the potential untuk apa orang panggil merosakkan coral. Is it coral? I think it's coral. It is actually banned in Hawaii, some chemical UV filters. So if you go to Hawaii, use sunblock. So if let's say kita just nak keluar for normal daily routine, we can actually use sunscreen. Yeah, like that. It depends actually. And then it depends on the texture. If let's say we want to use it on a daily basis, find a sunscreen with just a lightweight punya texture. So kita tak ada rasa dia clogging macam tu lah. Okay?
Okay, so maybe after this, I'll sit down at the pharmacy in skincare product aisle to analyze all those ingredients thoroughly while watching this video again.
Yes, read the ingredients very, very carefully. If let's say you tak recognize the ingredients, so you can always Google.
Or watch this video again.
No.
All right. Next slide. Oh, all right. Since we've been talking non-stop from 8:30 p.m., we are going to have 5 minutes short break. Is it okay, Miss Shikin?
Yes. Sure.
Okay, so we will resume our talk at 9:21.
Okay.
Okay, and by the way, to participants, do not forget to fill in the attendance form at the description below. See you in 5 minutes. Hi, welcome back everyone. We have two more topics to discuss, which are stigma on local product and product suggestion for students. So I hope everyone is still doing okay. All right, now moving on to one of the hot topics which has been circulating for a quite some time, which is local skincare. Okay, Miss Shikin. So me as a person who always on social media, and I bet most of us are, I've been seeing a lot of people giving warning not to try local skincare since it's actually from Kilang, where most of the product founder would just buy those cream in bulk and they would rebrand it into their own brand. And I've seen with my own eyes where one of my friend actually wears local skincare and once she stopped using it, her face has gotten worse. So, Mishikin, maybe you could try to educate me and all of the audience to help us abolish those stigma that we have towards local skincare products.
Okay. Okay. Product. Basically, we are talking about product timbang kilo lah, I would say, right? Okay. So these products, I would say that it happens because of the industry itself, because of certain GMP or certain factories, they are being irresponsible by formulating products with banned ingredients, because some founders they want to sell a product that is good, that is effective, but they want it to be cheap. So for certain factories, they know that there are certain ingredients that can help achieve good results. Things like ingredients like hydroquinone. So these are all actually banned ingredients in cosmetics products, because it will actually menghakis, it will thin your skin. They are cheap, basically. So that's why banyak factory, they prefer to use this kind of ingredients in their products, so that they don't have to spend a lot of money to use good ingredients with data, because of course these good ingredients are going to be costly. So when they use ingredients macam hydroquinone, barang-barang terlarang ni, they can sell their products to the founder at a very cheap price. So this is how I believe it happens. And normally, from my basically from my own experience, try to avoid products coming from I would say from Thailand, because they have good access to these banned ingredients. I don't know how can I source for hydroquinone, or where can I source for steroid to be formulated in my products. But if you go to Thailand, actually maybe their regulations are not that strict. So it's easy for them to source these ingredients and put in whatever products that they want to formulate lah. So product timbang kilo ni is actually I'm a factory, okay, and I have 5 founders coming to me asking for a good moisturizer, or they want to have their own brand. So I'm gonna as a factory ataupun as owner of the factory, how can I make money? How can I make money with all these founders? I make one moisturizer with all the same ingredients, but different color. With all the same ingredients, but different colors. So maybe for founder A, I give him a purple color moisturizer, green color or red color or whatever colors that is. Actually, all the ingredients are just the same. It's just that color dia je lain, or maybe the fragrance are slightly different. And then they claim that they put fancy ingredients inside it, but actually they are using banned ingredients dalam dia punya product tu. So all this moisturizer kan, I supply to these 5 founders, and then they will sell. So this is the term basically product timbang kilo lah, basically, okay? So this action is actually very irresponsible, because in the long-term run, it will create a stigma. Like right now, when people heard that this is a local product, so they tend to not to have faith in using local products. They tend to have this mentality that our local products are actually not good, which is, I would say, very untrue, okay? In Malaysia, cosmetics products are being regulated by NPRA. Is an agency under MOH yang orang selalu cakap KKM semua tu. Okay, so for a cosmetic product to be, for us to be able to market our product, we have to make sure that we notify our product. So NPRA requires us to have a GNP certified setup. It means that our factory must follow certain guidelines, and the guidelines are actually quite strict to follow. So when we have a GMP certified factory, only we can manufacture cosmetics products, okay? And then in order to, I would say, mengilang ataupun mengimport dan memasarkan produk cosmetics, we must notify our cosmetics products. So this is where I think awareness among consumers are actually very, very important. As a consumer, you must know your rights. You must be smart, and you must also be vigilant. You must know where to look for reliable sources. Like I mentioned before, NPRA, a short term for National Pharmaceutical Regulatory Agency, is an agency under Ministry of Health. So this agency is actually responsible in regulating cosmetics products. Okay, you can go to the link that I have given in the slide. npra.gov. This is the main website of NPRA. There are a lot of information there. You can always keep yourself updated to products that are being rejected ataupun products that have been approved. And then the second link, Shada, if you can move, change the slide. Okay, this is the main website of MPRA. Go here, you guys can play around here. A lot of information you can find from this website. And then, sorry, Shada, next slide. Okay, the product research, next one. Okay, here. So if you have a cosmetics product, let's say this product A, Serum Doraemon, okay? So you want to know whether this Serum Doraemon is actually notified to NPRA or not. You can click at cosmetics and then search by, dia akan keluar dekat situ, search by product name ataupun search by the notification number. If there is no notification number on the label, use the product name. So you just type Serum Doraemon and then it will come out, the result there. So if your product is being notified to NPRA, you will see some information there. And for your information, until today, NPRA ataupun orang selalu cakap KKM has never approved a cosmetics products. We often nampak orang akan salah gunakan kenyataan as in produk ni dapat kelulusan NPRA ataupun KKM approve, mendapat kelulusan KKM. Actually, that is very, very misleading because NPRA has never approved a cosmetics products. Okay, as a manufacturer ataupun as a owner of the product, we are only allowed to notify NPRA that we have this product, and this product we want to manufacture it, or we want to import it, and then we want to market this product in the market. So cosmetics product are not going to be approved. We can only notify NPRA. So this is a very misleading statement. Bila you nampak produk mana-mana, mostly local product lah, sorry to say, mostly local product, it will say that produk saya mendapat kelulusan NPRA. So this statement is actually very wrong, okay? Because NPRA would never approve your product, okay? Okay, so trusted local skincare brands. There are a lot of, not only this Cayman Beauty, Cosmoderm, Bogus Beauty, Zarzo, ataupun Jelita. There are a lot more actually. All you have to do is make sure, do a little bit of research, okay? Look at the ingredients, look at the label. NPRA requires manufacturer ataupun lajunya Syada. NPRA required certain brand ni kan, if let's say I'm a product owner, I have to follow certain guidelines in order for me to notify to NPRA. I must make sure that my label gives the right information, the right product name, the pack size is there, the ingredient list is well stated ataupun well listed. Notification number is there, even though it is not compulsory. And then I must also make sure that there are some information like manufactured by siapa ataupun manufactured for siapa. So these are the information that you guys have to read carefully on the labels and to read the ingredient list. Okay. Go for kalau kita tengok ingredient list tu, normally the first ingredient would be aqua. Then it will go down in a descending order. So makin ke bawah ingredient tu, it means that the percentage of that particular ingredient is not much dalam sesuatu produk tu. So kalau kita tengok produk tu dia punya label is a bit macam meragukan, okay, try to avoid using those product. And as a consumer juga, if you are using certain type of products and then you realize that you're very skeptical about this product, you can always report to NPRA. Go to the website, report whatever side effects you experience when using certain brand lah. Okay. So as I mentioned before, there are a lot other local skincare brands that we can try to use, and it is actually very important as well to support local brands. It's just that we have to be smart in choosing the right brands to be used. To be on the safe side, you guys can always go to Watson ke ataupun pharmacy. Okay, these are, because I believe that these pharmacies, they will make sure that whatever products that they sell following the right guidelines by NPRA ataupun by NPRA. Okay. Okay, so I proceed, Syada?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so sometimes kan kita kan dapat banyak information from the internet, but how are you going to verify that these sources are actually genuine? These sources are actually they are presenting facts to you. Kalau daripada Instagram, I would recommend you guys can follow Let Muffin Beauty Science, Chemist Confession, The Melanin Chemist, or Dermatology, Franzia, or Dr. Formula's Beauty. There are a lot of other Insta famous. These people, they would share data, they would share scientific data, they would share good information, they would bust all the myths, or they would bust, I would say, bombastic marketing claims that are basically just marketing claims. You guys can follow these people on Instagram because you guys akan belajar banyak benda, and the way they present the facts are actually very easy for us to understand. They have diagrams, they have in a form of flowchart, and the facts are actually all very interesting. Okay, so do a lot of research before you commit to certain skincare brands.
Okay, so I think we can conclude that not all local skincare products are bad. Just make sure to find the right one that contains the right ingredient suitable for your skin type.
Yes, true. If a lot of people have this kind of stigma, nanti I tak ada kerja lah.
Okay, lepas ni ramai-ramai borong Watson cari local skincare product. We have our economic GDP.
Yes, true.
Okay, so Miss Shikin, we are going to move on to the next slide, which is product suggestion for students. Majority of the audience here are students, including me. As students, most of us here don't have our own income. Even my monthly allowance are being cut by my parents since I only attend online class. So now that my budget are limited and it is being cut, I couldn't spend a lot on skincare. So can you suggest a product with cheaper or reasonable price for students?
Okay, the easiest one, pakai mak punya. That's the cheapest way actually. Okay, okay. No, on a serious note, okay, these are basically some brands yang you guys can cari dekat Watson ataupun Guardian or any pharmacy for cleanser. You can try Simple brand ataupun Safi. Okay, one interesting fact about Safi, okay, Safi is actually being manufactured by Wipro Unza. Wipro Unza is a leading GMP ataupun leading manufacturer, skincare or personal care manufacturer in Malaysia and also in Southeast Asia. They have a top-notch lab and their products are actually before their products are being marketed into the market, they done a lot of research in particular products. They have a good lab dekat situ. So basically, Safi products, even though it's cheap, yeah, they comes with good data, and for some, and I believe that for some people it works very well. So other brand you can go for Garnier and Biore. As for the sunscreen lah, okay? So you guys can refer at the slides.
Just to be clear that this is not a free advertisement, right? This is not an advertisement by you, right?
Yes, no, I don't represent any of these brands. If I represent any of this brand, I won't be here talking to you guys.
All right. Just remember, before purchasing those skincare products, study their ingredients beforehand because our skin reacts differently and not everyone have the same skin type. Jangan macam like people recommend you straight away buy it. Just study first and make sure it's suitable for your skin type.
Yes. Don't rely on people's opinion. You can listen to their opinions, but make sure that but you have the right to accept the opinions, okay? Make sure that whatever product you plan to try, make sure that you study the ingredients and test it first.
All right. Okay, so we have end slide 5. We're moving on to next slide. Oh, we have end all of the topic and come to Q&A session. Okay, guys and girls, I think there are lots of questions here in YouTube comments. So we'll pick the most interesting question and make sure to write down like interesting questions so that Miss Shikin could answer it for you guys. So one here that I am seeing, it is from Shura. Okay, Shura asks, is it important to apply eye cream for those who doesn't have eye bags?
No. For me, this is my personal opinion, okay? If you don't have any eye problem, you don't have to apply an eye cream. Okay, it depends on you. Normally, if you have a problem, then only you cater to the problem lah. But if let's say your eye area is in a good condition, you can skip it. But if you have extra money, of course, there's nothing wrong in applying or in taking an extra care for your eye area.
Okay, so next we'll move on to Nafisa. Okay, Nafisa asks, is it good to use bedak sejuk before sleep? Oh, I always use bedak sejuk when I was little.
Oh yeah, okay. Bedak sejuk, it would contribute to basically orang cakap dia akan minimizekan pores because bila dia mengeras tu, dia it has that physical ability to tighten your skin. It is good, but don't use it. I would recommend don't use it on a daily basis because bedak sejuk dekat dalam tu, and I don't think so there is humectant dekat dalam tu. I believe that when you apply bedak sejuk kan, it will lead to dry skin. So maybe bedak sejuk. After that you apply moisturizer because it helps to moisturize balik your skin. Basically, honestly, to be honest, I don't know how to make bedak sejuk, and so I cannot really judge and say that bedak sejuk is not good ataupun bedak sejuk is good unless I know how. What is the procedure, how to do it, and what is inside bedak sejuk? Then I can give my opinion better lah. But if you want to use bedak sejuk, you can proceed. I would suggest use moisturizer after that as well.
Yeah, I hope to principle anything excessive will lead to bad things. So just do not do excessive.
Yes, just use products moderately, just enough, not too excessive.
Okay, and then we have question here from Khadijah. So Khadijah asks, if we have applied hydrating lotion, do we still need to apply moisturizer or function of the both things are same?
Okay. Hydrating lotion and also a moisturizer. These two products are actually the same. They are emulsion. Okay, so hydrating lotion, they could be slightly lightweight compared to the moisturizer. Tapi you have to look at these two products carefully. Kalau you rasa that this hydrating lotion is enough for you, then you can just stick to this hydrating lotion. You don't have to pakai both at the same time because basically they are just an emulsion. Okay, it's just, it could be that their texture is different. That's all, but they are emulsion. So to answer, I would say that the functions are basically the same depending on the active. Tapi kalau I nak cakap in terms of the emulsion, in terms of the base, dia punya function it address the same thing. Is an emulsion, so dia akan address the same thing. Tapi kalau dalam hydrating lotion ni dia ada aktif yang lain-lain berbanding dengan moisturizer, so dia punya function tu dah lain lah. But if you apply hydrating lotion, I think that is enough. You don't have to apply moisturizer lagi.
Okay, thank you. Next question from Nini. Nini asks how to remove or lessen the chicken pox scar.
Oh, okay. If you have extra money, go for laser treatment.
That would be the easiest and
the
most
best.
expensive.
Yes, the best and the easiest one. Chicken pox scar, kalau yang ada yang macam berlekuk yang you know like yalah berlekuk lah, that one, that's quite hard to get rid of. Laser treatment is the best, but kalau yang normal one tu, you can go for products yang ada alpha arbutin, yang ada kojic acid. So because these two products, they can help to lighten the melanin dekat situ. What causes this scar is actually high concentration of melanin dekat tempat yang tertentu tu lah. So when you use alpha arbutin or when you use kojic acid, these two active ingredients, it has the ability to reduce melanin ataupun to inhibit tyrosinase punya enzyme.
Okay, next question is from Madiha. Madiha asks, does skincare using brush helpful for our skin, or it can be more damaging?
Damaging. Okay. Jade roller. I am not so familiar with this, tapi I believe that when we use this jade roller, I think people put it in a fridge kalau tak silap lah. So you akan rasa dia sejuk je when you apply it on the skin and when you massage your skin. So bear in mind when you do things like macam you massage your skin, you akan rasa happy, okay? You will feel like happy, and then you're taking good care of your skin. So these factors are actually contributing secara indirectly to your skin. Tapi kalau scientifically, I rasa I came across a statement saying that basically jade roller dia tak ada contribute towards dia tak contribute untuk good to healthy skin lah, basically scientifically ya. Tapi maybe dengan cara kita massage tu, that's how it helps jugalah. Kalau macam automatic cleansing brush, does it mean yang vibrate tu ke or yang macam mana is it Foreo or something that there's certain brand, if I'm not mistaken lah. Okay, Madiha, if you are referring to this type of cleansing brush, it is actually helpful because it helps to effectively remove impurities from your skin. Tapi again, jangan pakai again lah, not too excessive lah, okay? Kalau if you have macam kulit you dah memang nipis, kalau you selalu sangat pakai this cleansing brush, dia physically dia akan lagi menghakis you punya kulit muka. So use it moderately. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Just to add a little bit more, okay? It can be actually damaging tau if we didn't take a good care of our skin tools. If let's say our gel kotor, so dekat tu akan ada bacteria. So when you are basically introducing the bacteria onto your skin. If let's say the cleansing brush is dirty, it will also contribute. It will be damaging to your skin. So it depends on how you take care of your skin tools lah.
Okay, next question is from Shaza. Shaza asks, does paraben can be used on skin like 3W sunscreen contains paraben?
Paraben, I think paraben ni kesian jugalah dekat paraben because paraben is actually good. It's a good preservative. Tapi sekarang memang orang akan cakap cari produk yang paraben free. Okay, dia macam ni lah basically, okay. When people formulate, when we formulate products, we will make sure that every single ingredients used in the products are actually safe, okay. Memang ada banyak study yang cakap paraben is actually not good for hormones or it can lead to cancer, but only if you're exposed to it excessively. It's not that when you use product A, 50% of the products are paraben, okay? Is only, normally preservative is used less than 1%. It's only like maybe 0.1% or maybe 0.8%. So the concentration of paraben the concentration of paraben in the product is actually very little. But it is strong enough untuk inhibit bacterial growth ataupun fungal growth dekat dalam produk tu. Cuma sekarang the key players dekat dalam skincare industry, they come out with a lot of new ingredients. So in order to sell these new ingredients, dia akan bagi something like bad marketing kepada ingredients yang lain. That's why they say that paraben is very bad. Paraben is this, paraben is that. SLES is bad. SLES is carcinogenic and all that. But actually, I would say that it is safe to use because we are not exposed to these ingredients in an excessive amount. Okay?
Okay, so we have interesting question here from Haruka. So Haruka asks, how can we differentiate or distinguish between halal and haram skincare? Like not all products have Sharia compliance or halal signs.
Okay, how to okay, this is actually quite tricky to answer. Okay, tapi kan, okay. I think if I'm not mistaken lah, sesuatu produk tu dia adalah halal selagi kita tak dapat buktikan dia mengandungi barang-barang yang ataupun yang haram ataupun yang syubhah lah. Sepanjang throughout my experience in formulating skincare products, and also I also apply halal for most of my products. One of the requirement untuk kita dapatkan halal ni is JAKIM, they will make sure that our GMP is actually clean, and then all the ingredients yang kita gunakan adalah selamat and tak berbahaya kepada pengguna. So if you look at the ingredients dalam sesuatu produk tu and then you know that these ingredients are actually not harmful to you, it is, even though dia tak ada halal certification, doesn't mean that product is halal. Is haram, I'm sorry. Unless dekat situ dia dah clearly stated that this product has porcine ataupun daripada lard ke apa ke, but very rarely you akan jumpa produk yang ada porcine ataupun yang ada lard. Normally skincare products dia punya to to encounter products yang ada derivatives daripada porcine ataupun daripada sumber-sumber terlarang ni is quite rare, I would say. So in my opinion, I would stick to, unless I can prove that this product is haram, I would assume that it is basically safe to use lah. Okay, I hope I answer your question, Hamka. Haruka, sorry.
Haruka. Okay, Miss, this is another interesting question. It's not a question, it is more to a request. Shahira asked for you to share your daily skincare products, since Shahira also have dry skin.
Okay. Ini soalan yang paling susah because honestly speaking, I don't buy any skincare products for a very long time. Okay. If you have dry skin, use mild cleanser, cari yang gel base, don't go for soap base. Like I mentioned before, avoid myristic acid, stearic acid, palmitic acid base cleanser, and then drink a lot of water. Use product with sodium hyaluronate instead of hyaluronic acid. Use products with the presence of glycerin, sodium hyaluronate, peptides, and at night use face oil. Maybe you can go for squalane ataupun any type of oil yang lightweight, because bila waktu malam tu when you want to go to sleep, if you have aircon in your room kan, when you apply the face oil, bila you bangun pagi tu you akan rasa you punya skin moisturize when you apply this face oil. And then kalau nak cari moisturizer, like I mentioned before, cari yang a bit the texture is a bit heavy. Honestly speaking, I basically I won't recommend mana-mana brand lah, because I don't buy any brand. I would just formulate products for myself. I'll just use whatever yang ada dekat in my lab, and then I'll just formulate and then I just pakai. So I jimat banyak duit dekat situ. So to share my skincare routine, I would say wash your face, wear sunscreen. This is very important. I have to tell this to myself as well because I rarely wear sunscreen as well. Tapi I think few months back, and I practice wearing sunscreen on a daily basis, and I can see the difference if you are wearing sunscreen and if you are not wearing sunscreen. If you have dry skin, actually wearing sunscreen will also help to moisturize your skin, but make sure that sunscreen is with good moisturizing property lah. So sunscreen is actually very important. If I am to advise you, use sunscreen. Use cleanser. Okay.
Okay, next question. It is from Alia Shaf. So Alia Shaf asked if the sunscreen that I have been using leave white cast, is that means it is not suitable for me?
The white cast is actually the zinc oxide ataupun the titanium dioxide. It is meant to be present on the skin because it is supposed to be there. It is supposed to block the UV rays on your skin. So that's why they are the white cast. If let's say after you pakai ni, even though you are the white cast and you don't feel any inflammation, you don't feel itchy, you can just keep on using it. But if you're not comfortable with this white cast, you can change you can change to sunscreen, or you can go for a certain brand yang guna encapsulation technology or nanotechnology to encapsulate this titanium dioxide ataupun zinc oxide, because kalau dia dah encapsulate, normally white cast tu akan very minimal. So the white cast is supposed to be there. Kalau sunblock tu it is supposed to be there. Yeah. So it doesn't mean that it is not suitable for you. Okay.
Next is from Aliza. Aliza asks, how about I don't know how to pronounce this. Sebabus filaments.
Okay, this one, Sebabus filaments. Sekejap ya.
Sebabus filaments. Do all skin types have them? If yes, should they be treated differently according to the skin type?
Okay, for this one, honestly, I am not so sure about this. But what's your name again? I would get back to you once I am confirmed, because I'm not so familiar with this thing as well, and I don't want to deliver facts without checking them. So once I've checked the facts, I will come back to you. Siapa nama dia again?
It's Aliza.
Aliza. Okay, I'll come back to you, Aliza. Okay.
Okay, then we have question from Nur Shafrina. Shafrina asks, if I sweating on face easily, how do I find the best type of skincare?
You sweat. Okay, go for products with active yang boleh control the sebum regulate yang that can help to regulate you punya sebum. Tapi if let's say you sweat excessively, I think that is maybe it is actually a medical concern. So maybe you can see a doctor and do something about it, because sweating excessively is definitely a medical condition lah. So I don't think so a cosmetic product can help to treat this.
Okay, Ashikin here asks, is it true that face mask, sheet face mask is good for our skin? Can we use it every day?
Yes, you can use it every day. In fact, I'm sorry to that person who asked about my skincare routine. I basically, when I have dry skin, I use face mask on a daily basis. Every night before sleep, after I wash my face, I will apply some serum and then I will put a face mask. It helps. It really helps lah. So there's nothing wrong to use face mask on a daily basis. But bila dia dah dry tu, just quickly remove it. Maybe you can put it on your face for 15 and 20 minutes. It doesn't matter what brand. If you are comfortable with certain brand, you can just proceed using that particular brand. So it is good. It depends juga lah. For me, it is good to use face masks on a daily basis for my condition.
Okay, Irdina asks, what is the difference between dry skin and dehydrated skin?
Dehydrated skin. Okay, kalau ikutkan daripada segi term, dehydrated skin tu basically dia kurang air lah dekat situ. So normally dehydrated skin, I think it would eventually lead to dry skin. So go for products yang I would recommend sodium hyaluronate. Then what else? Dipenthanol. What else? Dipenthanol, sodium hyaluronate, and niacinamide, vitamin B3. So you can go for these products lah, and drink a lot of water as well.
Al-Fatih. Okay, Al-Fatih asks, how to get used to active acids like AHA and DHA?
How to get used, as in what? How to be familiar with the active? I think if I understand you right, if you want to know more about active, you have to read from reliable sources. You can read some journals. There are definitely a lot of journals on skincare products or skincare active ingredients, and because actually there are a lot of researchers, local researchers in I think in UIA, UPM or UM, they research a lot about active ingredients. So if you want to be familiar, you must do a lot of homeworks. Tengok mana-mana product, read the ingredient list. You can Google, read it, understand the function of every ingredients. For example, if I'm formulating a moisturizer, like I mentioned before, I will put water, and then water cannot mix with oil. So I'll put an emulsifier to make sure that these two dia homogenize, and then I will put an emollient. Emollient ni function dia akan give you a good skin feeling. So whenever you apply a moisturizer ataupun whenever you apply a skincare product, you akan rasa kulit you rasa macam licin, lembut je. And people will tend to think that dia punya kulit licin or lembut because of the active, but actually it is not. It is emollient yang akan bagi this rasa best lah basically dekat kulit muka tu. And then we will also use preservative. Preservative is used to inhibit bacterial ataupun fungal growth. So kita punya produk tu, dia punya shelf life tu akan lama. And then we also have ingredients like fragrance to mask maybe certain bau dekat dalam produk tu ataupun untuk bagi rasa, like aromatherapy towards the consumer. And then some products have color. Some products have thickener, just a normal, simple things lah, normal things basically. So to answer your question directly, study and read more. Then you would understand the ingredients better.
Okay. Amir asks, can we reduce psoriasis on faces by using ordinary moisturizer, or do we need to use special moisturizer?
Okay, this is a medical condition, so I would definitely suggest consult a doctor before we use any product to treat any medical condition. Okay, tapi kalau macam, there's one interesting fact actually. If let's say kita ada kulit muka yang like merah-merah, some formulators, they would formulate moisturizer ataupun face lotion with a slight green tint. Sebab bila produk tu warna hijau and then we apply it on a red skin kan, dia akan help to reduce the redness on your skin. Okay, so Amir, to answer your question, to treat a medical condition, you have to consult a doctor lah. So I cannot simply say that ordinary moisturizer can help to reduce cirrhosis.
Okay, next question is from Atina. Atina asks, why is it recommended for us to reapply the sunscreen every 2 or 3 hours?
Okay, why? Because eventually whatever you apply on your skin, dia akan basically wear off tau. Dia lama-lama tu dia akan sendiri hilang, because sometimes we might brush our face, we might sapu-sapu and all that. So the product tu dah tak ada dekat situ. That's why it is strongly advised to reapply to make sure that our skin is well protected. And actually the amount of sunscreen, you cannot be kedekut with that amount. I'm just gonna share. Right. Dia boleh nampak tak? So dia about this much actually for your skin. It might look banyak tau, but actually our skin is actually very bumpy, even though we cannot see it physically, but it's very bumpy, and then dia macam ada valley macam tu. So that's why we need that much of sunscreen, because we need to fill in the valley. Jadi bila dia dah fill in the valley tu, baru dia akan form a protective layer on your skin. So that's how it's going to protect your skin from UV rays. Okay?
Okay, so another interesting question. Shahira asks, I want to know if we have to apply full skincare routine after we take wudu and solat, how to jimat?
Okay, truthful. So kalau macam tu, let's say after, jangan apply full. Maybe at night tu kita apply full, but then siang tu, maybe Zohor dengan Asar tu sebab dia dekat-dekat kan, just use sunscreen. So waktu malam tu then you can apply full. So that's how you jimat lah.
Okay.
Okay, I think, sorry, Akmal, I like Akmal, I believe she's a girl, kan? She asked a good question. Is it okay if you use different brands for various products we apply? Toner different or sunscreen different? There is no problem. You can use brand A for your toner, you can use brand B for your serum, you can even use brand C for your moisturizer. Just make sure that these products are actually compatible with each other when you apply on your skin. How to know that these products are compatible with each other? You have to try it. Some products, let's say I use serum A, I apply it on my skin, and then after that I layer with a moisturizer. And when I apply it on the skin, I can dia akan ada satu firm formation. So if there is firm formation, this is a sign that the moisturizer is actually not compatible with the serum. It's not that benda tu tak sesuai dengan your skin. It's just that you are not supposed to use these two products together. So maybe you can use this serum at night and then this moisturizer you pakai dia waktu pagi. So you tak layer dia together. So dia tak bertembung macam tu. So there is no problem to use different brand. It doesn't mean that you ada toner brand A daripada toner sampai ke sunscreen, it has to be from the same brand. No, you can use different brand, but try and error and make sure that these products are all compatible with each other.
Okay. We have 5 minutes more to end the Q&A session. Okay, Nur Sarah here asks, most products recommended in YouTube are made and applied for people living in 4-season countries. Since we are living in a hot and humid country, should we take note of it?
Of course, that's why you guys should go for local products because local products are made to suit Asian skin ataupun Malaysian weather. A lot of products actually memang suitable for local products. Always go to, just study and jangan tengok YouTube yang for season. Maybe you can cari video yang address Malaysia ke or yang address Asia. Okay?
Okay, Atina asks again, for combination skin, how to get that glowy moisturized look without getting into oily territory?
How to macam Atina, mana soalan dia? I'm sorry, I don't I cannot get the question. Kalau ada combination skin,
how to get that glowy moisturized look without getting into oily territory?
Okay, kalau you ada combination, so maybe dekat area yang ada excessive oil tu, you can put serum targeting sebum regulation. So dekat area yang oily, you use product yang memang particularly to treat oily punya skin condition. Whereas dekat bahagian lain, let's say the skin condition is dry, you use product yang address dry punya skin condition. Kalau nak dapat glowing tu you must have a healthy skin lah. So macam saya cakap tadi, kalau untuk bahagian yang oily tu kita pakai produk yang target for oily skin. Kalau bahagian-bahagian lain, you can use products targeting dry skin. And your diet is actually contribute jugalah to this factor. Always have enough water, enough sleep, and eat a lot of sayur as well lah. I cannot hear you, Shada.
Sorry. Siti Khadijah asks, is it okay if we use cleansing oil multiple times every day? Because I use cleansing oil to clean the sunscreen, especially the time I take the wudu.
If you don't develop any breakouts with this cleansing oil, there's nothing wrong to keep on using it. If let's say after you pakai this cleansing oil, you still rasa your face oily, you can always wash your face with mild cleanser, or you can just use that's it, itu je, cleansing oil like that. It depends actually on your own situation, because I can only advise secara general to say that what you're doing is wrong. Is basically unfair, because I don't know your history. I don't know what is your real skin condition. Tapi secara general, I would say that there's nothing wrong pun kalau kita guna cleansing oil every time after wudu. Kalau macam bila kita pakai tu dia tak bagi kulit kita apa-apa problem, yes, you can continue using it. But if you, lepas you pakai tu you rasa kulit you maybe too oily ataupun jadi dull, then maybe you should reduce it a little bit. Okay, just to add, Shada, how to say, when we look for skincare products, don't go for brands, go for the ingredients. Study the ingredients lah. I think this is what important, and also the claim. The claim can be misleading. Look at the ingredients actually. This is what the true color ataupun the face of the products. You must know the ingredients. You must know what's inside because you're gonna apply it on your skin. So study the ingredients rather than you look at the claim ataupun the brand itself.
Okay, I think we're going to take one more question, then we will end our Q&A session.
Yay.
So last question, it is from Amira. This one, I also don't know how to pronounce this one.
Ampule. Okay.
Ampule. That ampule is necessary, same like serum or acid.
Okay. For me, I would say that ampule, serum ataupun essence, these are all names lah. But dia punya formulations are basically the same, okay? These three things have high concentrations of actives, and then it is formulated to target specific skin concerns. So I can call it ampule, I can call it serum, I can call it as essence, but it would definitely lead to one thing, which is a product with high concentration of actives, and then dia memang just untuk target certain skin condition, contoh maybe acne, ataupun if I want to target pigmentation, or if I want to, let's say macam people have vitamin C punya ampule, so it means that the concentration of vitamin C yang ada dekat dalam ampules ni ataupun serum is high. So that's why the products are named ampule, serum ataupun essence. These are basically fancy names lah. But when you read, when you encounter this type of products, it is meant to tell you that the concentration of actives dalam produk ni are high.
Okay, that's it. We're done. We're done for today. Okay. To conclude, whatever you do, wherever you go, just never leave your sunscreen behind. Do your skincare routine every day. And most importantly, before purchasing new type skincare products, whether it's local or import, just study the ingredients. Make sure it is suitable with your skin type. Okay. So on behalf of MRC Mahallah Nusaibah, I would like to thank Ms. Shikin for accepting our invitation and for sharing all this knowledge with us today. Also, thanks to all of the participants for joining our event today. Do not forget to fill in the attendance and feedback form given at the description box below. Thank you and good night. See you guys at our next event.
Thank you so much.
Guys. Thank you so much, Ms. Shikin.
Oh, and I'm sorry if there is any misinformation. You guys can always check my information to verify. Okay, and I'll get back to any of the questions that I cannot answer just now. And thank you for having me as well.
It's good